back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Allen. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. We're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now Lewis. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Eagles at 13-3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Lewis.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. On the move past the 40.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Harris running straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Lewis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 2nd and 10, Allen, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miles. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On second down, they'll run with White, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Lewis on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Cochran. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lewis on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cochran. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Receptions for him, and it's another first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. First down, here's White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Lewis. And this is caught by Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen.
He completes this to Walker.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Lewis now, off the play fake. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lewis. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A 4 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. Milton Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And taken right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. To throw is Lewis. Throwing on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Eagles! Robert Tunyon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. To Walker on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Six yards left on second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. He has just been on loan for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Lewis. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the give, this is Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Harris with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Lewis. He finds his man, complete. It's Cochran. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Looking to throw. Lewis. Throw left side complete. That's Cochran. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Here's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Rashad White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Lewis. Off play action. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Back to throw. Lewis. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lewis on 1st and 10. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lewis. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. There goes Green. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up third down and allowed to throw it anyway.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This is the tight end Fant. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 19-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They run straight ahead here with White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?